Well, guys, looks like we have an important PSA from Dr. Umar Johnson, and what can I say?
Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde Oguntade, Intercontinental Ifa Tunde RB Jesus, coming to you live and direct from Philadelphia. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental.
Yeah, I noticed that. I always have to point this out. I always have to point this out. Dr. Umar talks in threes. You always have to notice that. So you always have to be ready. Whenever he's serious about something, whenever he wants to get your attention, he's always going to talk in threes.
Africans, peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans, peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans, peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans in Europe and Asia, peace and Pan-Africanism to my Brazil and my South American Africans, peace and Pan-Africanism to Panama and Costa Rica, my Central American Africans, peace and Pan-Africanism to my Canadian Africans, peace and Pan-Africanism to my New York, my Carolina, my Texas, my Phoenix, my Philly, my Jersey, my Maryland, my Baltimore, my Georgia, my Florida, my Arkansas, Alabama, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City Africans. It's your big brother King Kong. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. They had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank.
Did you give them that Ufa Goomba Blah Wow number? Their name. Did you give them the Ufa Goomba Wow name? Maybe they don't know Umar Johnson. I don't know. Maybe.
And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account.
What I say? What I just say? I said that. Oh, that mean the feds on you, buddy. I mean, you doing something.
As well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account.
We get it.
Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to
One
FDMG,
time is enough.
Let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude.
So basically, long story short, what's essentially going on is Umar Johnson got caught up. What he's saying is that somebody was trying to hack into and basically steal the funds. Somebody was trying to gain access to all this plethora of money that Dr. Umar has accumulated from basically race baiting people and playing on people's victimhoods and their need for there to be some big bad villain while they are the mystical chosen one that must overcome odds and step into their destiny as the chosen one, the hero, by the power of Grayskull. No, I'm just saying, like, for real. Like, Let's just be honest. That's what Umar is. He's a race hustler, and that's how he's made his money, by going around and parading on the idea of racism, oppression, the idea that black people are being oppressed, the idea that white people are this, white people are that. But we're so special. We're so special. But you know what I mean? Even though we're 13, 14% of the population, and we, make up half of the violent homicides. I mean, we can go into the stats, but either way, Umar Johnson is making this money, and when a friend goes to hit him up because they know that he got that guap, they hit him up, and then he can't get into his account because somebody was trying to get into his account. So I don't know. That's the story he wants to tell. Then let's go with that.
If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my suspicion.
Who's Medea? Is he talking about Tyler Perry?
I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy.
Oh, yep.
Were fraudulently
Tyler Perry and TD Jakes
trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested, because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense.
Oh, come on, Umar Johnson. Umar said that Tyler Perry and TD Jakes was trying to get into his account. Why would they try to take your money? Like, come on, Umar. Just really, like, come on, Umar, come on. I know I ain't been your biggest fan, man, but come on, man. It's just me. It's Jay. Come on. What make you think either of them need to take money from you? I mean, come on. Like, if you want to talk about them being bad people, fair enough. But if you, like, your argument has to be that they just were trying to spite you because they don't need your money. So,
fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense.
Yeah.
Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa.
Look at me, he want to laugh himself.
So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must.
He said it was so much emphasis past the bussy.
Send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense.
Like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest though. If they did do that, that's hilarious. But I'm just saying, it was a lot of people that were talking about them. Umar, what makes you think you're so important? I'm just wondering. I
was told they could be arrested for federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary.
Uh-oh.
So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency.
Uh-oh.
So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can
So what you been doing since the time you got back to Africa? How you been sustaining yourself, man? Like, come on.
spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay.
Queen Ifantunde. And he said he was Ifantunde. Yeah, I'm...
Or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist.
Boy, I hate to be in a therapy session and every time this nigga got to make a point, he talking threes. Jesus.
PayPal.me/UMARTHEPSYCHOLOGIST. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. Or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1.
255.
I have never asked the people for $1 in my life.
Like, what?
I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I've only asked you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. So the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the education that they deserve. But right now, I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank because someone has been trying to hack into my account, hack into FDMG Academy account. So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bill. We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG. The bank is not giving me a timeline.
How you got all these bills and internet bills and all that stuff and the school ain't open? What the heck are you doing?
As to when this situation is going to be resolved. If I don't have Cash App,
man, look, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. If I'm paying the utility bill, internet, all that kind of, somebody gonna be in that building learning something. You ain't gonna get no accreditation, but somebody gonna be in there learning something.
Or does FDMG have Cash App? I do not have a Cash App. I only have Apple Pay and PayPal.
They kicked them off.
If you can spare a few dollars, send it to my Apple Pay. 215-989-9858.
They kicked them off.
215-989-9858. Or my PayPal. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. Although Leo season is off to a rocky start.
I want to laugh.
Although Leo season is off to a rocky start, brothers.
They kicked them off Cash App for the same thing. How are all these fraudulent things that are following you? Umar, obviously there's something fishy going on. Maybe, I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm saying, what if somebody gave you some money and then they're angry because they've not seen any flourishing or return on investment? And so maybe they reported to the bank, and maybe a few people reported to the bank. Maybe a few more people reported to the bank. You got to keep in mind, Umar, you've been talking about this school for at least 15 years. At least. Just saying.
Brothers and sisters, we will overcome. Shout out to all my donors. Newark, New Jersey, I'ma see you. Nat Turner, I'ma see you. Mobile, Alabama, I'ma see you. New Orleans, Louisiana, Hurricane Katrina, I'ma see you. Kenya, January, I'ma see you. FDMG is...
That's honestly the craziest part about all this is that people are still gonna send us full money. They're still gonna send them money, but hey, whatever. Get your coins, buddy.